What's up guys and welcome back to Maso Hendo Plays. Today we have a re-upload of one of the final two Let's Play series that I did on my original channel, Mason the Brock Henderson. If you want to watch me review TV shows and movies, you can check out that channel. But as we are getting to the end of the re-uploads, you can expect new uploads as soon as these two series are done. If you want updates on what type of games I'll be playing, or how to vote on the next series, or what my upload schedule will be, I'll be putting up a video that'll act as the intro for the channel, so go check that out. But with all that being said, let's get into the video. What's up guys and welcome back to Maso Hendo Plays, where today we've got some more Metaphor ReFantazio. Last time out we took on the 3 towers that were extremely difficult. All 3 of them were part of the Trial of the Dragon, which aptly is named because we had to face dragons at the top of each tower. Each battle was ridiculously difficult. I managed to make it through, and that's opened up another quest that apparently is going to give us some ultimate power at the end of it. We also finished all of the fights at the Colosseum, including one against a human, and we still have 7 days left. So with all of our bonds maxed out and most of the quests done, feeling pretty good about this run. But this is going to be kind of an interesting video because we'll see what this final quest is about, but then I don't really know what to do next. I feel like I could probably grind. As you can see, we're all low 70s, Basilia's still 68, so I don't know how much I should grind. I don't think I want to go into the final battle at level 99 necessarily, just because I do feel like that might make it a little too easy. But I would like to at least unlock all the royal archetypes, which we still are missing Heisme's and I believe Yufa's. Just wanted to double check I am correct about that. Something else that I'm trying to do since I already mastered the prince is I am trying to master as many archetypes as I possibly can, mostly because each time you master you get a stat boost, so the more I max out, the more durable and more strong I'll be. With that being said, I don't know what this video is going to entail, how long it's going to be. I almost kind of feel like once I finish up this quest, I might just pause the recording and finish up the final 7 days just grinding and maybe doing some fishing as well, since there's that one final recipe that I can make on the gauntlet runner that I do need to go get some more gauntlet shrooms and honey that I think I can only get from fishing. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I don't think this will be the last recording session. I think I'll have one more after this, which will be the final fight against Luis, and then whatever comes after, since I'm sure we'll have a little bit of stuff post Luis fight. Alright, but let's go ahead and head over to the Dragon Temple.
So...
The seal's been broken. What on earth awaits us here? I can't say I'm not afraid, but together we'll find a way through. Seriously, we need to be perfectly prepared for this. Really take the time to think it through.
Alright, so with that, I hope we can fish. That'd be nice. Damn it. I'm not getting any more gauntlet shrooms, which is another thing that I need. It is possible to fish though, so that's nice. The problem is I don't know what bait to use. Maybe grasshopper? Just keep it still, Heisme.
True.
Damn it. Got lone boot.
Altar of the dragon god Et. The Dragon Temple is an enigmatic place, harboring traces of a history we can never fully know. Though the terrifying roars of the dragon possessed by a human have quieted, pestilent magma emanating from deep within the temple remains. The gauntlet runner slides once more against the lonely island's shores.
We can handle this, right? Oh hey, Adeni, what are you doing here? This feeling, I sense something.
actually...
My brother.
Hey!
Yufa, and your cohort is with you, I see. We came here for a bit of our own business, but you've got a look about you that says something's just happened.
I feel it too. Is something going on at the temple?
Yes.
Yes, a strong presence of magma is coming from the Dragon Temple, stronger than any I have sensed before. Even the presence of Dragon God Et would pale in comparison. The people are growing anxious. There have been talks about whether or not to send soldiers to the temple.
That's...
We may have something to do with that. Seems an explanation is in order.
I see.
The trial of the dragon. So a seal has been broken, and something was unleashed within the temple.
So said our fairy guide. Any clues on that?
A fairy.
If that's the case...
Per our legends, in the distant past, our ancestor was guided by a fairy to receive the lands from the dragon god. But I haven't seen a fairy on the island in many great years. All this time I assumed it was a metaphor.
You don't say!
That fairy? Could it be?
Whatever the case, this newly arrived presence hardly seems friendly.
Certainly so.
We were told this would be the final trial after all. A dragon or perhaps something even more fearsome surely awaits us.
Right then.
Let him come. We went to the trouble of breaking that seal. Be a shame if we didn't get to see what was behind it, eh? Sure would. Even stronger than a dragon.
Right.
Gotta see our duty fulfilled, right? Damn right, that's the spirit.
Actually,
Brother, might you leave resolving this incident to us?
Thanks.
Understood. You're our island savior, so it is neither within reason nor my authority to stop you. Huh. It's only been a short while, but you become so much more reliable, sister.
Is that all right?
Maso Hendo, if the trial were to ask you what would be required to guide a hero, how would you respond? Realistically, you are fighting Luis for the throne. Thus, allow me to pose the question. What qualities are desired in a king? The will to believe in the future? The resolution to save anyone? I believe it's the will to see the future realized, no matter the challenges.
I see.
And yet people are forgetful creatures. Should something take too long to achieve, many would dismiss it as fantasy. A ruler must have the strength to hold fast to a faraway future despite the present. Simple as it sounds, it is wholly necessary.
Be careful.
With that, I shall return to the island, my worries assuaged. I shall pray for your success in the trial.
I'm quite grateful.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
We gotta make sure we're ready, Maso Hendo. Let's take extra care with our preparations this time.
I know. We'll be fine. I think. I guess something we can do, we've not looked in the memorandum for a little while. So the truth of dragons. Dragons are colossal weapons born from the transcendental magic technology of the old world. Though dragons have the appearance of a monster, they are not living creatures, but a special magical tool. A collection of magla controlled by what are now called divine relics. Used in great numbers during the War of Destruction, they wrought unimaginable destruction as they leveled entire cities and nations. Some were never able to complete their orders, leaving them to roam the battlefields long after their handlers had passed. They continue to prowl about today, posing a threat to all those living within their proximity. Typical examples of such cases are the dragon found in the Nord mines, and Sogne the Icebound, a former subject of study at the Mage Academy. Okay, it's kind of interesting. Don't know if they ever fully clarified that about them. The truth of the Royal Scepter. A divine relic in the form of a scepter, outstandingly powerful even among other relics of the old world, has the extraordinary power to absorb magla from the masses and store that magla in large quantities, and is capable of unleashing magic equal in destructive power to natural disasters. The first king of Uchronia realized that its power to absorb magla from others was, in effect, the power to force people to forget their anxieties. To ensure that ruinous wars like the War of Destruction would never happen again, generations of kings made it their duty to ground their influence throughout the entire kingdom. Their wish was granted and the kingdom enjoyed a long peace. But that peace came at a heavy price, robbing people of the inward strength to face their own anxieties themselves. Now the time has come for the kingdom to settle its long-standing debt. We have King's Servant, a device that works in conjunction with the Royal Scepter, a cane-like divine relic that is used to invoke the king's magic. Though the cane portion is widely known to the public, the Royal Scepter was originally a single divine relic wherein this device and the cane were combined as one. The Royal Scepter's power is far greater than other magic igniters and divine relics because it has the ability to collect magla from the entire kingdom's populace. The portion that collects magla is the King's Servant. The cane portion can be thought of as a tool which functions as the activation key. Interesting. So by destroying that, does that mean all of the magla went into the scepter and that's why Luis was able to wield it? Like it gave the scepter back the power? Something like that? The terminals have been installed in the royal palace since its construction, but because the king's magic has only been used a few times in the kingdom's several hundred-year history, a large majority of people, outside a small fraction of the highly informed, consider them to be nothing more than expensive statues and do not know that they are actually parts of a divine relic. These statues have long been referred to as the king's servants in the royal court, and there's a legend about them that has taken root. If the king but swings his scepter, they will all open their eyes at once to protect him. These dragon statues have a simple angular U-shaped design, much like the ones depicted on the kingdom's flag. And Skybound Avatar. On the other side of the massive sky-risen stone face is the abandoned royal palace, still fully intact. Though the ground provides little visual of it, one assumes the palace was empty as it rose into the air during the royal funeral, and as such, none know its current state. Luis having access to a skyrunner seems to have already set a course for it. And then we managed to make it up there too. Thon's Unfettered Yufa. After leaving her hometown of Etria, Yufa decides to help a Sanctus church in Brawlhaven, whose faithful had been suffering from an unusual sickness, but relied entirely on prayer and hopes of healing. In the Sanctus blind faith, she saw her former self, who was determined to die a live sacrifice to her god. Though the Sanctus disparaged her as a pagan, her experiences talking with them became an opportunity to consider a future where she could take up a new life outside the island. She strengthens her resolve to protect the future of those not just in Etria, but of all people. Hell yeah. On Zorba? Circeum Zorba, a necromancer and one of Luis's closest aides, though thought to be dead following his defeat at the Grand Cathedral, he was revived and given far greater powers by Luis. Eventually, he agreed to undergo an intense melancholisation process that turned him part human. His zealotry has led him to align his life's purpose with the fulfillment of Luis's ideals, to the extent he would gladly give his life for them. While some may find such excessive devotion terrifying, others may find it worthy of pity. Kinda true. He's worth both the fear and the pity that he probably gets from us, to be honest. Because I think a lot of that devotion to Luis comes from, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, because he was half-blood Clamar and Mystari, so I think that alone was enough to basically convince him to follow Luis no matter what. Alright, I've set up my party how I think I want it to go. Don't know exactly what's going to be waiting for us in here, but... Let's see. Oh, God. What is that?
At last, one cometh hence who has thrice vanquished dragons.
A solemn voice tolls out.
Welcome, ye conquerors of the trial of the dragon. Thy company must descend into the depths of the ancient city, to the foot of the altar protected by the dragon of the lance. If thou showest a truly heroic soul, then the forbidden power enshrouded here shall be thine.
Well,
I suppose this means we have reached the point of the tower's convergence.
The altar protected by the Dragon of the Lance. They must mean the altar of the dragon god Et.
Then we might as well check it out.
Why?
No, don't!
What?
Huh?
Wait, wasn't that our little fairy friend?
The hell you mean, don't? You're the one what called us here in the first place.
That can't be.
I feel a surge in the magla. What is happening?
No!
You gotta get out of here, please! Yes, it was by your efforts that the seals lifted, but the power that was slumbering here has changed. It's not that sort of a calamity now. It cannot escape this place. If it tries, I'll put a stop to it, even if it costs me my life. You've come so far and proven that you have the makings of heroes. You have to survive.
The voice has fallen silent.
Wait.
So, I would say that qualifies as something terrible and unexpected, wouldn't you? She said she'd stop it even if it cost her her life. She's planning to sacrifice herself?
damn it.
She can't just gut punch us like that and leave us moping around. I ain't turning tail on this. Forget it.
Doesn't it seem like...
What began as a trial of strength for us has ended up a rescue for another. We've come this far, and I'll not turn away without finding out what's waiting at the end.
Agreed. After all we've achieved, we should be nigh immune to fear. We came here prepared for a trial, did we not?
Even so.
Yet take heed. I'm not saying we should underestimate the oncoming challenge. Be on your guard, Maso Hendo.
We will be. I'm not at all nervous. I'm not scared. Right, Moore?
Where was that? Would you look at this?
Oh, something new to say?
Well, I see you've guided yet another ally to heroism, united by your shared vision for the future. Signs of a new royal archetype have presented themselves. I hope you'll allow me to bear witness to the powers coming into their own.
Sure, you can witness it. That's fine. Alright, so we cannot create any new masks. Might go ahead and create some of these ones that we don't have anymore, though. Oh, hold up a minute. We needed another wizard's mask to make the warlock's mask. That's... I didn't even see that. That works out, though. So we've got the final vessel available, the Buzzing Fly vessel. So I'm assuming that once I actually research the Royal Summoner, that will unlock more vessels for her. Thanks, Moore. Let me know when you have more masks. Here we go.
So apparently...
I have no idea what might be happening in the temple, but we've no choice but to go and see for ourselves.
What do you think?
Want to attempt the final trial?
Yes.
Then
Let's just go in.
Let's do our best.
I kind of want to just take out some enemies on the way down, see if we can get some stuff done.
This power's
And that's why I did it. 3 rank ups.
I see the enemy.
Forward! Stronger.
Basilio just leveled up.
There they are.
Stronger still.
Oh, Yufa just mastered the Magic Seeker. Hell yeah. Which means it's time for her to learn the Soul Hacker. I think this is actually the first person. It's about time.
I see.
That's a really nice one to have. Decreases attack for 3 turns. And this one ignores resistances. These 2 both recover MP for each hit. Alright, let's do it.
Fascinating.
The Soul Hacker is the archetype that I've come to govern after having met you.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite traveler. Travels having led to wisdom, they use their knowledge of the unknown to reach the very depths of the soul.
Of course.
Then here is so valiant heart, by shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an elite seeker. Hear the voices pass to your souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength exalted. If thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the seeker.
I must.
The Soul Hacker archetype. The power of the soul is proof of the faith placed in me. I shall use the power I've inherited from my predecessors to bring a brighter future to all.
And we got some stuff for doing this. Leaves of Light.
Power coursing. Come and get me. Does it seem that I've
Yufa
got
leveled up.
stronger?
Okay, we're getting close to the end of this. Didn't get too much done. I mean, obviously getting the Soul Hacker for Yufa was good. And level up for Basilio and for Yufa, I believe. The 3 royal archetypes that I got in the last video leveled up 1 time but didn't get any skills for it. But before we head in there, I'm going to go ahead and heal up, as my party members kept telling me to do every single time that I killed an enemy. Gets to be a little much when you hear it about 30 times in a row in less than 5 minutes. Let's get to the end of this, see what's waiting ahead. Oh shit. Yeah, that looks dangerous as hell.
What is this? I've never felt a Magla aura so intense. The dragons from the Tower Trials don't hold a candle to this.
Ready?
In all seriousness, there's something really, really, really powerful on the other side of this door. Are you sure we're ready?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure. Too right. Didn't come all this way to turn tail, yeah? We go in, we take out whatever's there, and we put this trial to bed for good.
Oh god, so much overflowing magma in my face.
This is the place.
Judging by the flow of Magla here, I imagine this is the place where the trial awaits.
Why?
Why did you come? I warned you to stay away!
It's all part of the trial. We were worried about you.
Leave it to me.
As far as we're concerned, it's just another part of the trial.
Oh.
You did warn us, and I believe you when you say it's dangerous. All the more reason we couldn't abandon you.
You throw your lives away for the sake of a stranger?
No.
You're not a stranger.
Yes.
We offer a helping hand to anyone in need. That's what this lad's been saying ever since the day we met.
And it's gotten us into trouble, let me tell you. But really, people put their burdens on him because he's the kind of person you can believe in. So, it is thee who have conquered the trial of Dragon. Heroes!
No.
A wave of Magla! No! It's going to materialize!
Wait, is that me? Is that Dark me?
Heroes of this world, I bid thee welcome. Thou hast come seeking a forbidden power that will be thy legacy. For thou who seekest power, I bestow upon thee death. That is the forbidden power I must grant.
Oh god, it's evil me. It's my Heartless.
What? It looks just like Maso Hendo. What is this thing? One can say that this is the true dragon. It takes the form of a person. Our captain at that.
Damn it.
Death. We've come this far. Defeat 3 bloody dragons and he wants to offer us death.
Sorry, this is beyond anything I could have imagined. Sealed here is the most powerful of dragons who served the heroes of Eld. These heroes would go on to become the progenitor sovereigns of the 3 kingdoms. It was originally a power of destruction brought forth for the war of destruction. This trial was supposed to gauge if you were a rightful inheritor.
No.
But this is not the Guardian I once knew. It's changed beyond our recognition, and I had no idea.
Nay, I am as constant as I am eternal. Dragons are not but the embodiment of threats beyond that control, and the greatest threat the mortals of this age face is no longer the rage of nature. It is the tumult of emotion born from within that torrents into the world as fetid miasma, the hope that another, some hero shall be thy savior. I am thy strife personified.
What? A tumult of emotion? You mean it is our fear and desire to be saved from it that will be our end, and you are that embodiment. That is why you take the form of a hero.
Man can no longer manage the anxiety that accompanies all magic. The hero who abstains to bring that to heal will only become destroyer again.
That's not true.
On what grounds dost thou object? Very well, come. Vanquish the tainted stream thy existence hath birthed.
Why?
It's no good. We can't reason with it.
I mean,
Then hang back. We'll beat the reason into him.
Have at you.
I believe I finally understand why these trials tasked us with the slaying of dragons.
Hey,
We'll prove we're stronger. Anything less is not even a choice, right, Your Highness? Of course. I'm counting on you. Let's complete this trial.
Huh?
We'll complete this trial.
don't worry.
Good. Then allow me to lead the way.
Get ready.
Here it comes. Brace yourselves.
Oh boy. This can't be good.
Yeah!
Hey, thank you,
You look
Gallica.
just like us. Well, we're not made to face.
Got that right. Debilitate him.
This might sting.
I'll cut through. Okay.
I thought he
let's
might be
do this.
resistant to everything or something along those lines.
Closing in. It's up to you now. Run you through. Blaze edge.
Wait, what?
Too many people knocked out here. You gotta get back on track, or this'll get ugly.
Not like this.
What? 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 What am I supposed to do here? Do we need to raise a barrier for everybody?
You've got too many people knocked out
It's an
here.
almighty attack.
You gotta get back on track, or this'll get ugly.
I'm sorry.
Alright, there's got to be a trick to this. Alright, I'm gonna try not attacking him. See what happens.
Not like this.
Everybody being in the front row doesn't change anything.
Not like this.
You look just
Time to
like
go
us.
offend. I call upon royal power within.
Not sorry for the weak. Right on. This might stick. Leo left
Cut through. Thing.
right in their weak.
Okay. Hold on.
They hit hard. What can I do?
Rolls badly
Ow.
wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Pain. But we're not
Can't take it
dead.
anymore.
I guess maybe we just have to do a certain amount of damage to him.
Ready. Yeah.
Right in their weak. This might sting.
Okay, warrior. Fantastic.
Please.
Ow.
People knocked out here. You gotta get back on track, or this'll get ugly.
That sucks.
Blaze edge.
Right in their weak spot. Beat him down, Basilio. go. Okay? You gotta heal up.
As if I
You're
die.
looking pretty rough. Don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Like this.
Alright. So yeah, he is very tough. I don't know if it's you have to keep hitting a weakness. It seems like he's changing through all of the different archetypes. I almost wonder if there's a different weakness every time and you just have to exploit each one. Alright, I'm gonna try something real fast. Okay, so now that he is the Seeker, is he going to be weak to fire?
Raging fire!
No. Alright, it was just something I was curious about.
Come. I know what you're thinking.
That's not good. What's happened?
I feel so heavy.
Alright, you know, we've done well so far.
Through.
Might have a slight chance here.
Yeah, right.
Probably speaking way too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that move from Basilio is definitely going to be the key to getting through this. Good dodges. No!
Nice dodge!
Can I... Because I tried to do this when he put up the block earlier. Can I do this now?
Do with this.
There we go. Thank goodness. I should have had him heal and then have her use the Matter Break Hammer.
This might
Whoops!
be too much. This might sting.
See if maybe we can get this. Nice. Hit him. Hit him.
Right on target. Nice one, Stroll.
Oh, we're so close. Damn it. Son of a bitch.
All right. Been hit with some kind of status ailment.
It's fine, he's got Takunda.
They die hard.
Oh, we're so close. Oh, no. Are you serious? He's doing it twice? Ow. Oh, we're screwed. That does it for us.
Forgive me.
Someone get him back on his feet. Oh, no. We gotta wake her up.
Yep.
Looking pretty rough. Don't push yourself too hard, okay? Basilio's down.
Not yet.
Someone get him up and fighting.
Son of a bitch. Oh, we were right there. He started whipping out Hero's Cry and that did it for me. Alright, you don't have to flex on me like this. I think I might switch Hulkenberg back in, because now that I know what I'm doing, and now that I know I need to hit him a certain amount, now I think I can utilize her Omni Guard ability and try to keep us from getting hit too much. Oh. Okay. Alright, what the hell? I was having no trouble, and now all of a sudden he's just like, screw you. You're not hitting me enough. How? How the hell am I not hitting him enough? Alright, I don't know what the hell's going on.
I'm sorry.
I guess Stroll has to be in the party, because for some reason when I put Hulkenberg in there, he's just like, screw you. Yeah. I'm just gonna kill you all. Yep, it literally is. Just Hulkenberg in the party, suddenly he decides he's gonna kill me. No idea. I guess that's why if he doesn't see somebody that he can hit a weakness for, he's like, well, screw you. I'm not gonna fight you then. I'm just gonna take you out like a little bitch. Alright, I'm gonna start over. I've gotten so unlucky.
Let's try this.
I'm gonna
I owe you one.
do a little heat riser for everybody since I've got so many of those.
I'm ready.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to take the L on this. It's fine. We'll do this and make sure we still get a little bit of damage in this turn. He's getting close to the end, though.
Nice dodge. Right on target.
Nice. Oh, we're so close. Okay.
Going for
We're
the
so
weak
close.
spot.
I'm gonna be so
I'm
pissed.
counting on you.
One more turn. One more turn. We can do this. Oh, nothing stupid, please. Okay, that'll take away some of them. Good. That's fine. We've got a Matter Break Hammer we can use. That's not good. Good dodges. That's not what we needed. That is not at all what we needed. Son of a bitch. Alright, use Matter Break Hammer, get that off of him.
Take it. Go.
Be enough.
Yes! Yes!
We're down. Right? They have to be.
Oh my god. Woo! I just knew one more turn probably was going to be a little too much for us. Oh, thank goodness. Radiant Crystal is mine.
Applause, please.
Oh, feels good. Leaves of Light.
I admit, it feels good to.
I shall strive to use this.
Even I had more.
Tremble before me.
I've acquired a new ability.
And got Seeker's Gale now. Sweet.
Incredible.
You truly did defeat that dragon.
From the shadow that lurks in the hearts of heroes burst forth a power so bright, mine own was eclipsed.
Hey,
I confess, something you said struck a chord with me. You called emotion the world's greatest threat, and blamed heroes for magnifying it. I can almost believe it. The old world's destruction is evidence enough. And yet that is no excuse for people to forsake their autonomy.
Fear and anxiety are both part of life. None would argue that. Still, to change the world demands time beyond all reason.
yeah,
True. Even if we were to be Luis tomorrow, the hearts and minds of the people are not so easily conquered.
All the more reason we have to do it. A person who has faith in tomorrow, who's willing to lead by example. That's what heroes are made of. The true enemy is the mind that refuses to see the abstract complexities of the world around them.
But
And yet, that is why we strive to push ever forward. Should you manifest again, regardless of what form you take, we shall be there to put it to the sword.
I see. So thou shalt march toward fantasy, a destination unknown. So be it. Blaze thy path to an age you have placed your faith in. And for now, let us part ways. Oh, the heroes.
Bye. It's nice talking to you.
Well, that's that. I must say I've but had it with dragons. You know what I just remembered? There's supposed to be a divine relic that controlled that guy sealed away here too. But the magic required to maintain the seals for the trial of the dragon was already an enormous strain, so he couldn't do that. The heroes combined the power of their legendary weapons into a magna crystal to forge a staff that could transcend them all. They called it the Merciful King's Scepter, and the king held it before all the land. You cannot mean the royal scepter. Maybe. It was entrusted to the first king of Uchronia, and so he called the all-powerful magic flowing from it the royal magic.
What?
You speak truly.
Hey,
I know you said you lived for longer than the kingdom itself, but did you really know the first king of Uchronia? Back then, I was a lot like you, Gallica. He would become the king, and I was his guide, his friend. He named me the protector of this land and legacy, but so much has happened since then. Too much. I'm weary. I think my time is long past due.
What?
impressive.
You're disappearing?
Ahem, thou hast subdued the final dragon, Pursuant to the covenant of the progenitor king,
I probably butchered that. Progenitor, probably.
here shall I bestow upon thee the power deemed forbidden. The magla of the sealed dragon, counterpart to the royal scepter, and the whole of the magla that dwells within mine own body shall be imbued into thy beloved sword. That this eternal land, Euchronia, may once more be blessed by the brilliance of a hero king.
Power.
Dragon's legacy.
Wait!
By the whole of your magla, you mean? The land grows verdant and the people prosper. I have found you, O heroes, worthy of the legacy that was entrusted to me. I mean, what else could I hope to achieve? I think I've earned this. You needn't look so lonely, Gallica. Maso Hendo stands by your side. For a fairy to speak with the warmth and plenty of a person as you do is proof that you're an invaluable friend to him. And I have a friend I'd very much like to see again, too. They called him merciful, true enough, but he was also naive, too soft, too giving for his own good. And oh, how I've missed him.
Ahem.
Maso Hendo, from here, the future of this world is clay in your hands to build or destroy. Regardless of the outcome, dost thou swear to realize the ideals in thy heart, to ensure they do not remain ephemeral fantasy, but manifest into reality?
I swear it. I'll do what I can.
That's a big responsibility.
Of course.
I swear it.
Full glad am I of your unwavering resolve. But for real, I'm so glad we met.
You have my
Thanks, kid.
thanks.
Aw. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined we'd consort with someone who knew the first king, much less inherit their power.
However,
And yet, to accept such a fate is a mark of true royalty.
A voice echoes in my head.
wonderful.
The display of grace and gallantry as you battled your shadow is magnificent. Thou art ready to vanquish the forces of destruction.
Now go.
Go then to become a true king, as a traveler, fearlessly chasing the unknown.
We should go.
Let's get going, Maso Hendo. Now that you've come this far, there's nothing you can't face.
Hell yeah, we did it. And that'll be that, I believe. So how much stronger? Ooh, my god. Normal attacks become almighty, as well as +5 to all stats, and only I can use it. No surprises there. It's my mother's sword? Oh, that's right. I started with my mother's sword, I think. Actually, I don't know. The truth of fairies. I'm curious about this. Fairies are intelligent life forms that originated separately from the 8 tribes split off from humankind. Unlike regular people, fairies are magical beings whose lives are dependent on magic itself. History says they were discovered alongside the establishment of magic in the old world. However, some theorize that fairies may have existed since ancient times, and that discovering magic was only the catalyst to seeing them for the first time. Fairies do not have surnames. It is said that the reason for this is because they have little concept of ownership over things such as land or properties. And those who have formed communities do not feel the need to distinguish lineage or family names, though it seems they have a faint awareness of family and generational ties. It is not clearly understood if fairies have the same concept of reproduction, as they do not have fixed lifespans. Then, the Trial of the Dragon. A trial created long ago that involves defeating all 3 dragons across the kingdom to find a hero worthy of inheriting a forbidden power. According to the trial's guide, no one has completed it since the founding of the nation. The 3 towers located in each region were built for this purpose. They do not merely house the dragons, but keep them sealed as well. Through the party's efforts, the seal was finally broken. The taboo power and its guardian, a dragon above all others, manifested in the Dragon Temple, at the center of the 3 towers triangle. Though the dragon took on the most unexpected form, influenced by the magla flooding the kingdom, the group prevailed after a mortal struggle. The trial's agitator, the fairy Agrica, bore witness to their victory and bestowed the earned taboo power. Her ancient duty complete, she faded away with a smile of satisfaction. Alrighty, well done everybody.
Hey,
Let's return to town.
okay then.
Back to the tavern again. Hate to state the obvious, but we've already accomplished a whole hell of a lot, haven't we? You may as well already be wearing the crown.
Obvious or not, it's an understatement. Far as I'm concerned, only a fool would deny his qualifications for the job now. He possesses not only martial might, but strength of heart. Those are the qualities that make him a most impressive leader.
Let's make it happen.
I'm sure we'll take Luis down, but that's only the beginning, so let's give all of it our best.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 7 days remain.
Hey, Barton sent me a letter. Divine elixirs. Well, with that, we're done. I don't know what else we can do exactly. I'm kind of curious, what does this do? Let me save real quick. Alright, Gauntlet Challenge, which foes you face and how long you hold out. Really depends on how much grit you got. Be able to tackle all the gauntlets we offer up to the gold tier. Hang on. Do want to switch off of the Prince though, because I don't want to. No reason to be ranking that up right now.
What'll it be?
Try it. Gold, I suppose. You want a challenge, right? Yeah, that was actually a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. But hey, I mastered the thief in the process. And I got more agility. Hell yeah. And Yufa has Mahan now. Let's keep going. Why not? That one was a lot easier. Okay, we won 10 battles in a row and they just kind of keep repeating enemies, so I'm okay. I honestly don't think that's worth it. I feel like I can face tougher enemies in certain dungeons if I really wanted to grind, but I was just curious to see what it did. Alright, with that though, like I said, I think I'm going to pause the recording and just finish up these final 6 days. If anything interesting happens, obviously I will turn the recording back on. More than likely, I'm just going to focus on trying to grind up. I'll try to pick a dungeon where I can do that fairly quickly. I might have to look up and see which dungeon to go to. I might have to look up and see what dungeon to go to for that. But also, I think I said this in the last recording session, but I think I'm going to look up and see what the suggested level is for this final battle. Because I just don't want to make it too easy. But I think my goal... Obviously, I want to get everybody's royal archetypes up to level 20, because they're all going to have some awesome abilities that we're going to need going into that final battle. Oh shit! I forgot. I just needed Magic Knight up to 10 to get the Dragoon. That's what I've been doing this for. Whoops! So yeah, Heisme is the farthest behind, because he doesn't have Dragoon, and he's still only rank 4 for Tycoon. Needs them both up to 15. But you know what? While we're here, let's go ahead and unlock Dragoon. We've not seen that yet for anybody. The Dragoon. This is the archetype you sense from Nuris's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite innovator, a trailblazer who uses technology to blaze its path forward, wielding affinities with ease.
Oh, of course.
Then hero so valiant heart, by shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an elite gunner. Voices of past souls. Oh, and the heart who tempers anxiety into strength exalted. If thou art prepared to strive for victory, even from a distance, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the gunner. Excellent. So this is the power of the Dragoon. I will use this mastery to shoot through all foes who dare to face us. Leave the rear to me. The only thing you need to focus on is the future. Hey. Oh, huh? Wait, what did he say? Studied over half the heroic embodiments. I was sure you would come to channel many archetypes, but to see you accrue them in numbers like this, please accept this as recognition. Nice.
I have retained my edge.
Yeah, let's go ahead and switch over to that. Is that the first time? It is. He's the first one to hit 50%. Damn. Alright, but I will save any of the new studies that we haven't done yet. I will save that for actual recording it. So for Heisme, it'll be the Royal Thief, and Yufa, the Royal Summoner. I also realized nobody's studied the Savior or the Warlock yet. I think I might try to do that for myself. But yes, for myself, while I'm trying to get everybody's royal archetypes up to 20, I'll just mainly be going through and trying to master as many of these archetypes as possible. I did also just want to check and see. So apparently the Elegy of the Soul, the reason why he kept one-shotting me when Hulkenberg was in the party is because she has this on. So if you have anything on that repels, apparently he decides to one-shot you. Don't know how I was supposed to know that. There's nothing that I saw that prepared me for that, but sure, whatever. We'll go with that. That's fine. But alright, that is the final thing that I will say, and now we will jump ahead to the final day, assuming nothing interesting happens in the meantime. I'll see you guys there. Alright, so I'm going to pop in real quick. I'm close to getting the Royal Summoner and the Royal Thief.
Warrior!
But I did manage to upgrade the Royal Warrior and got Hasutobi. And if you don't know anything about this move, it is a beast of a move, as you can see. 8 weak physical slash damage to all enemies. And I wanted to see it. I'm actually strong enough to take this guy out. He's level 74, but I'm level 76 now. So let's see what this looks like. I'm excited.
I'll cut you down!
It's okay. We can do
Yes. It's exactly what I wanted. Anyways, sorry, I wanted to get my reaction to that because I freaking love that move. Now, the next time I talk, it should be once we've gotten Royal Summoner and Royal Thief, so take it away, future me. Alright, popping in for a quick update because I did do quite a bit during this little time here. So first of all, I did search around to see, because I knew I was missing 3 golden beetles, so I went to see if I could find any. I did find one in Altberry, but unfortunately didn't find anything else. But as you can see, there are only 3 days left. So on day number 5, we went to the Forsaken Tower, which is, I believe, the first one that we went to in the Trial of the Dragon, and I stayed there for a little while, leveled up as much as possible, but nothing really important happened there. With 4 days left, decided to go to I believe the Deserted Ruins. It was the place where the bandit chief was hiding the human. Not only because I knew it was a pretty high level dungeon, but also because I did look up and see, is there a good place to grind? And that was a suggested place by somebody on Reddit. Well, I go in there, and apparently after you complete the quest, all the bandits are gone. So that was a waste of a day. I forgot to save before that, so I couldn't just jump back to before going to the dungeon. But literally all there was just skeletons there, and then a couple of treasure demons at the end that gave me decent amount of experience and archetype experience, but definitely not enough to justify making that a trip. But then today I noticed there was blight out, and so I took a look around to see what would be a good place to go. I actually did travel to a couple different locations to test them out, and then came here at the Tower of Insolence, which I believe was the second place. So one just above Altaberry, and this place has a lot of enemies here, high level enemies that give me a lot of experience and archetype experience. So this has definitely been the best place to grind for me, especially on a blight day where I'm getting bonus experience. As you can see, I did master all of the base level archetypes. I will say for the ones that were 2 levels, I did use some of my Leaves of Light and Jewel Roots for these. And I did this on the first day because I didn't think I'd be able to find a place where I could effectively grind. So yeah, the Merchant, the Summoner, Faker, Fast Dancer, Berserker. Those are the ones that I used Leaves of Light and stuff on. You can see I also did get Cleric mastered, so now we can get the Savior for the first time. But more importantly, we finally got Dragoon and Tycoon up to level 15, so we can get the Royal Thief, as well as we did master Soul Hacker, so now we can get the Royal Summoner. But before we witness all those for the first time, 2 more things to talk about. First of all, I did get a Berserker and a Destroyer mask whenever I was with some of the experiments in Academia. Wasn't able to get any other masks outside of that though, so still don't have some of the strongest masks in there. On top of that, I did read Basilio's book on the runner twice to finish it up, just to see if anything happened, and indeed I did get a trophy. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and get these final few archetypes. I think after this the only thing left is the Warlock, and I can probably start working on that with Hulkenberg's since she's about to master the Elemental Master. But anyways, here we go. Savior. This is the archetype you sense from Maria's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite devotee, a holy one who could be mistaken for a messenger of the heavens, offering mercy to most and judgment to some. Let's do it! Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an elite healer. Hear the voices of past your souls.
Oh, worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength exalted. If thou art prepared to reach out a hand to any in need, even amidst the chaos of battle, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the healer.
Really?
So, this is the power of the Savior's soul. Let healing and light magic guide us to victory. My soul has the power to save everything. I know it in my heart. I don't know if we've looked at all this before. Actually, no, I think we have. But now for the Royal Thief. Ah, the Royal Thief. You might call this power the most complete expression of Heismay's way of life.
This right here.
The power to support a new ruler with righteous shadow as a pillar of a changing world. This archetype is its pinnacle, binding all of the heroic tales of the thief together.
Of course.
Then hero so valiant heart, by shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an eternal thief. Hell yeah.
O masterful hero, one who hath faced and conquered thy anxieties, the deepest and most powerful secrets of the thief we bestow upon thee. This power coursing through me is like nothing I have felt before. The Royal Thief seems my striving to change has finally borne fruit. If I have life today, it is only because my comrade saved me. To use what remains of it protecting them, I will have no regrets.
Nice. So he has the Adamant Nightblade, heavy dark damage, decrease hit and evasion, Elusive Dream, so good. I love that move. Quick Change Arts, and Third Eye. Ah, yes. Halves enemies hit rate. Has Plunder, high chance of sealing a rare item. Greatly increased wielder's hit and evasion at start of battle. Heavy physical slash damage to all enemies, may one-hit kill targets. Wow. And then depletes all of an enemy's turn icons if they're attacked. Oh! He's not even gonna have to wear the accessory anymore. Sweet! And extreme physical dark damage, high chance of one-hit killing target. Severe physical slash damage removes all the stuff on the target. Extreme physical slash damage to one enemy and removes buff effects. And finally, Yufa, the Royal Summoner.
Ah, the Royal Summoner. You might call this power the most complete expression of Yufa's way of life.
This right here.
The power to support a new ruler with otherworldly allies is a pillar of a changing world. This archetype is its pinnacle, binding all the heroic tales of the Summoner together.
Of course.
Then hero so valiant heart, by shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an eternal Summoner.
Last Royal Archetype. Let's go.
O merciful hero, one who hath faced and conquered thy anxieties, the deepest and most powerful secrets of the Summoner, we bestow upon thee. I never expected anything like this. Magna flows through my body.
I must.
The Royal Summoner, born from dragons and humans, which is to say from both anxiety and determination. The archetype's form is one of perfect harmony. Just as I push forward into an unknown future, with his power I will draw forth a better tomorrow, the likes of which we have never seen.
We probably do need to get her a better weapon. But with that, I'm gonna visit Academia again. Not only to see if he says anything now that we've unlocked all the Royal Archetypes. I don't see anything new. I thought there might be more to that scroll now that we've unlocked all of them. I really thought he'd have something to say about that. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. Weird. I feel like I should have gotten a trophy for that. Yeah, let me check this real fast. Huh, she actually unlocks some of these at different ranks now. It's not how it was before. I'm pretty sure all of these were synthesis skills on previous, which I've actually noticed that's true of all of the archetypes, the Royal Archetypes, I mean. But let's see, severe magic dark damage, may one hit kill the target. Severe magic fire damage to all enemies, removes buff effects. 2 to 4 medium magic electric attacks to one enemy. Extreme magic light damage to all enemies, may inflict daze. Heavy magic ice damage to all enemies, high chance of inflicting frostbite. Revives any allies from KO and restores all to full HP. That's a good one to have for sure. Extreme magic fire damage to all enemies, decrease attack and defense for 3 turns. Nice. If wielder defeats an enemy with summoning magic, no turn icon is lost. Wow. That's sick. Yeah, severe magic almighty damage, may inflict hex. Extreme magic strike damage, decrease attack and defense. Well, I'm surprised there's nothing for unlocking all of the Royal Archetypes, but oh well. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little bit more grinding here before I head back, and then obviously I'll have to play out the final 2 days before we get to the end. I'm still not entirely sure if I'm going to go ahead with the final departure, just because I don't know how much time is left in the game. Like, I don't know if we're going to get a chance to save after that, or if that's just going to be the final battle and then we're done. And I honestly don't even know how much time I'm going to have in recording up to this point. Truth is, it's already kind of late. I might pick up the recording tomorrow, and I might just go ahead and play through to the end of the game. We'll see what happens after the battle with Luis. If it looks like it's setting up for another section, then maybe I'll stop it and continue on in the next recording session. But if that's it, then I might just do it all, maybe cut it into 2 segments. We'll see. But that being said, I'll see you guys probably at the final day, unless I do manage to get the Warlock. Then I'll obviously show that part. But anyways, moving on. Take it away, future me. Alright, and I'm back. So it's the next day. I am on the Gauntlet Runner because I went out to try to do some fishing. So I want to try to get that final recipe done, but unfortunately, it just isn't going to happen. Hopefully something I can try to do next time I play through the game. But I actually did get through this day, and then a cutscene popped up, so I popped back here real quick just to make sure that I actually record that part. But before we get to that, Hulkenberg did manage to get Assassin up to level 10, which means now we can finally see the final archetype unlocked. The Warlock. The Warlock. This is the archetype you sense from Gallica's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of an elite scholar,
a sorcerer who binds the darkest magic to their control and unveils the secrets of the elements themselves.
Of course.
Then heroes so valiant heart, by shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an elite mage. Voices of past hero souls!
Oh, worthy heart who tempers anxiety.
Oh, I didn't press triangle, damn it! Well, now the illusion is ruined. I'll just go back.
O worthy heart, who tempers anxiety and is strength exalted, if thou art prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of the world, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the mage.
I see.
So, this is the power of the warlock. Impressive. The essence of dark magic is alive and well within me. Darkness is an undeniable part of our world. I must stand firm so as not to be consumed by it.
And on top of that, got some more jeweled roots. But in preparation of tomorrow, we will make sure that everybody is on their royal archetypes, of course. Alright, excellent. Now everybody is on their royal archetype. Only Heisme and Yufa are not on level 20. On top of that, grinding-wise, we did get up 79, 78, 76. So not too bad. I did try to look up and see what level is suggested, and I didn't really get much of an answer. I did find a Reddit thread. Some people were saying they were challenging it at 71. But some of those people were also saying that they were doing it on easy mode, so I don't know. I feel like it's going to be hard to really judge what level is best for the best challenge, I suppose, on hard mode. I will say, I do wish there was a way where you could level up your archetypes without leveling up, and I know they have the items you can use, but I mean more so for fighting. Like, I wish there was a way you could turn off getting regular experience and only get archetype experience. It would be actually pretty nice if you could almost trade it, you know, where your experience becomes archetype experience instead. I think that would be a really cool mechanic to have. And you could do it vice versa too, where if you're just looking to try to level up and you're not worried about getting any archetype experience, you can just focus on getting the experience instead. Especially, I'm assuming on New Game Plus, a lot of these archetypes will keep the same level that you have them at whenever you finish the game. So that would be a really nice mechanic to have in that sense as well. Whatever the case, I think we're ready for this final battle. So let's go ahead and make our way back. I'm pretty sure there's nothing I missed as far as talking about stuff that happened in the meantime. I do think I'm probably just going to finish out the game. We'll see how much time it takes. We'll see if this turns into 1 or 2 videos, but let's go.
Finally.
Batlin, how you doing? Well, we finally have the Lords of Oceania and Monterio on board.
You could say.
Both are rotten to the core, mind, but all the same, they remain the sovereign lords of the principalities. Time is short, so we can't afford to overlook their influence and connections. We'll have them speak out against the rioting in the cities. Should help contain the situation, if only a little.
Whoa! Nice work, Batlin.
It's not the first time I've thought this, Maso Hendo, but I'm glad to have met you and to stand beside you now. I've always had a rebellious streak, you know. I was a fire under the church's heels, but as soon as I started feeling the heat myself, I'd relent. I was just avoiding confrontation, learning a bit too late that maybe I've wasted a lot of my life drowning in anxiety like that.
But in the end, you did turn and face it.
Yes, well, meeting you showed me what I wanted to be in this world. All those who struggled deserve to know the truth, to have access to information unfettered, without slant or bias.
Isn't that...
That struggle, the anxiety, is what causes Magla to swell up from the heart. And facing those fears is what turns Magla into magic.
I guess...
I wish people could learn that it's natural to feel anxious, not something to be afraid of.
Right, but in the incredible, very tiny, absolute minuscule chance that Luis uses his brand of magic or whatever he's got up his sleeve to turn me into a human,
How goes it?
why, I'd rip my heart right out of my own chest. Show him then and there that I'd rather die than be turned into a monster. Careful what you wish for. I admire your spirit.
Hey.
I admire your spirit, but don't do that, actually. No, believe me, I'd rather not. Not the slightest interest in seeing what color my own heart is.
So,
Well, tomorrow's the grand finale.
I'll see you later.
If you've any final things to say to anyone, best do it now. I'd hate for you to head to your big to-do with regrets.
All good.
Yeah, we might not get another chance. Why not spend time with someone?
Let's go see.
It's probably our last chance to relax like this. I suggest talking to everyone so you can push forward without regrets. And while you're at it, if you have any completed requests you haven't reported back on, tonight's the night.
You know what? This is actually perfect. I think if I talk to all of my party members, that will probably give me enough if I add it to the final battle against the Elegy. If I add it with the footage I already have, that should be a good sized video, and I can actually save the final battle for the next recording session. Sweet! I didn't know they were going to do this now. I thought it was going to be after the final battle.
So, tis finally time.
At last, tomorrow we finally decide this once and for all. There's something I should like to talk with you about, under the circumstances. Perhaps you'd join me just outside the gate. We visited this place once before. I trust you still recall that time.
You fought Rodanth. There was a surprise attack.
Well, sure.
You fought with Rodanth here.
Yes.
Indeed, and following our clash, he was taken into custody. It pains me to say the Grand Trad is still plagued by rampant looting and theft. I dare say the issue is only worsened without Rodanth present. 'Tis the cause of the Crimson Sky. The fear has gotten to the people, and even the previously civically minded have gone mad. Fear is a cunning beast. It lurks within, fattening itself on our insecurities, and only bares its fangs when we're most vulnerable. We've all become its prey. I've put many beasts to the sword, yet the method for subduing the creature known as fear still eludes me.
You need a strong heart. Ignore it. Learn to live with it. There's not much we can do besides maintaining a strong heart.
Perhaps.
A strong heart, is it? That is easier said than done. In the past, there were nights where it seemed certain that the beast within would devour me whole. I put myself to blame. At times, I shut my eyes to the world and fell to my own deceptions. I lived so many days in this manner, convinced I had found strength. Until at last I met you, fell in with our comrades, and came to know so very many people. It was only then that I understood that I was not alone. I've come to depend on and expect a great many things from all of you. Would you believe me if I said that? On some level, this brings me some shame.
I think you're proud of it. I think you've gotten stronger.
No.
In my eyes, you've undoubtedly become stronger.
Indeed.
Ha! Indeed! I fought so long to protect others, now find myself with allies who shield me in turn. 'Tis an experience that made me realize all that I could not accomplish alone. Those who seek to be the sole vessels of power, such as Luis or Rodanth, the solitude offers them some strength, yes, but it also exposes a great many vulnerabilities. You've protected me countless times, when I believed it was my duty to protect you. I owe you the deepest gratitude, for without you, I would not be able to fight as I do now.
That's why.
Our time together brought about an epiphany. I do not seek a one-sided fealty, but as a knight, I wish to serve under a king who supports me as I do them.
You finally realize I'll count on you as always. I'll continue to place my trust in you, as I always have.
I thank you.
You have my thanks. Beginning tomorrow, I shall support you, as a true knight of the king. I swear this to you, and as proof of my bond, I present you with this.
The Knight's Memorandum! We're getting presents from our party members in this game too.
Alcest bestowed it upon me when I first received my knighthood. In it, the will of a knight, perhaps one might call it a knight's soul even, is inscribed.
You see?
Your reign will be a period of tumult. You shall bear a great many burdens, and that which bars your way will not be so black and white as Luis. Do you understand this? You shall face every single individual across this land who push their fears and anxieties onto people like His late Majesty and Luis. And many will not even make an effort to bear their own anxiety again. They'll pretend not to notice you, until they can push it onto someone such as you.
'Tis all right.
I offer little in comfort, except to say that you shall have allies like me by your side to bear it all. I hope you never forget that.
With our sense of trust in each other deepened, Hulkenberg and I returned to the inn. That was nice. Fabian, you got anything important to say?
When this is all over, we can celebrate with everyone and hold a huge feast. I want to put my all into this, so I'll get started with the preparations immediately. Everything has been put on hold until after tomorrow's decisive battle. If you have something you need to do, it's best to do it now while you still can.
Alright, I'll talk to Maria.
Mister?
Don't you have a big job tomorrow? You want to do the same thing that Papa tried to do that day, don't you? That's why I want to talk. Are you sure I'm not bothering you, mister? I know you're real busy and all. Yay, that's great. There's so much I want to talk to you about. The other day, I played with my friends and we drew pictures with chalk in the alleyway. We drew lots of flowers and houses and then... Oh yeah, one of the nice men who came by to get food said he found a job. He makes planes now. and then,
Take your time. A lot happened.
It'll be fine.
You don't have to tell me all at once. Take your time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, but now, everyone in town's been kinda scary lately. They all seem really nervous, and some of them even been saying that a lot of people are gonna die tomorrow. But I know better. Once you become king, everyone will be happy again. I've been telling that to lots of people, but they don't believe me. Some people even think things will get worse. They say a child can't get anything done. But that's not true, is it?
I'll take it one step at a time. Now with you all at my side.
It'll be fine.
Even if I couldn't do it alone, there's nothing I can't do with everyone at my side.
I see.
Right. Then you have my support too, mister. How can I help though? Oh, I'll talk to everyone. I'll tell them about the place so we can all proudly call home. Maybe everyone's feeling like I did before, like they've got nowhere to go, and everyone else is just out to judge them or hurt them. But mister, you said you'd make a country without all that, where it'll be peaceful and kind and nobody cries. It'll be a place for everyone. If I tell people that, do you think they'll feel better?
I think so. That's a good idea.
Right.
That's a good idea, Maria.
Yeah.
Okay then, I'll tell everyone as soon as I can starting tomorrow morning. I want to do my best for everyone, just like Papa and Mister.
Maria?
Well, you're looking very happy, Maria. Anyway, don't forget about that thing you wanted to give him, okay? Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Here you go, for you, Mister.
Aw, this is so cute. Thank you, Maria.
This.
I made it with Miss Fabian. It'll make sure you and everybody else comes back safe and sound.
I'll return as the king. I won't lose. Thank you. Next time you see me, I'll be king.
I sewed it myself, stitch by stitch. It's kinda messy, but I tried my best. Don't look inside, it's kind of embarrassing.
Maria was feeling embarrassed, so I reassured her and said goodbye. So cute. Alright, now time to talk to Basilio.
Finally.
Guess this is it. We'll finally settle things with Luis. Though a sky like this don't exactly feel encouraging and all. Say, you need a breather at all? We could visit the ocean if you like. Wouldn't take a moment to teleport over.
Oh, right.
First time I saw the ocean, know what I said? God damn, biggest pond I ever seen. Del got a good laugh out of that one. Del, Lady Rella, Vinka. I thought we'd always be together. I figured I'd already lived my life the way I wanted. Now I got some perspective on it though. There's so much I never did. Somehow, it never really hit me that I could die at any moment. Just like that, everything I am could suddenly end. Even after nearly dying as a kid. Real stupid, aren't I? That's normal. What did you miss out on?
Hold on.
What do you regret never doing, Basilio?
I'll tell.
I think Del wanted to stay by Lady Juna's side for the rest of his days. Never said it, of course, but I could tell. It was always in his eyes when he looked at her. But I'll never see her again. And me, I'll never see Lady Rella again. I never got to tell her how she saved me. How I really admired her. Never told her how I felt about her. Now I never will. I once swore to you, right, that I'd help make a world where everyone could smile and laugh. Lady Rella, Vinka, and Del, they were all tangled up in the worst parts of this twisted country. They all suffered for it. This land runs on suffering, and somehow all its weak and meek ended up fuel for its fires. The crown on your head won't make that easier to change. I'll make change happen. Are you giving up?
It'll be fine.
Nevertheless, I'm gonna fight for that change. We've got this, don't we?
Obviously.
Hell yeah. Nobody's gonna keep us down. Nothing happens as fast as you want it to. Lots of people are gonna resent change. It's a scary thing, yeah.
Still.
Still, through the fear. If we're all wishing for the same thing, that'll be a force to be reckoned with. Slow or not, this piece of shite world will change. I only started seeing the light from hanging about with you, so no matter what goes down tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure that crown's yours. Actually, I got another reason for being here today. Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Just bought this. Here, take it. Golden perfume cream? Basilio? I don't need perfume. But thank you. Made of some rare beeswax or something apparently. They say the scent brings good fortune. Lady Rella had it when she was fixing me up. Gave me a little dab on both cheeks. Said she hopes I could smile again. Hoped my luck would turn. A slum rat like me. So now I'm giving it to you, Maso Hendo. Hope fortune favors you tomorrow.
Alright.
Well, suppose we better head back. Big day ahead, yeah? Vasily and I return to Grand Trad. And he's such a good character. Again, all of these characters are amazing, but there are a couple, I will say, that stand out. Basilio's one of them.
Let's go.
Alright, stroll.
At last.
Tomorrow we settle things with Louise for good. We're prepared as we can be, so why not pass the time over a hot meal at the Honeybee?
Now then.
Now let's dig in. I asked Fabian to go all out and load us up with extra special dishes. Stroll, I'm confused. What happened here? This is supposed to be Hulkenberg's hangout. What a grand feast, I could handle more. Is this my last supper? This is quite a grand feast.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we battle Louise, do we not? We need to eat well and keep our spirits high. Fabian, keep it coming if you would.
Huh?
What? Misters, you ate all that meat? I served more than people usually finish too. Shall I bring out another helping?
No.
No, this was more than enough. It was great, thank you.
Tomorrow you're going to fight, right?
Ah, almost correct, Maria. We're going to fight and win. Then this guy here will become king. Make this a good country.
A good country?
A peaceful country. Country where no one cries. A peaceful country where there's no fighting. Yeah, so won't you cheer us on, Maria?
Yeah.
Of course. I'll always cheer for you. Miss Fabian will too, right? Naturally. We'll wait here with bated breath for their triumphant return, won't we?
Bye. A good country. You know, Maso Hendo, if I felt even for a moment that Luis's ideology had merit, I might not be in this fight. But we know that's not the case. He desires a country where the weak and helpless are cold. Everyone would know and see that, yet do nothing. No one would benefit by saving such people. They would be written off as a loss, and yet the masses still support Luis. When did our country become so bleak? We'll help anyone in need. It started as a little more than a clever campaign slogan, but thinking back, I think we all felt power in those words. Still, speaking the words is easy, but acting on them is another thing entirely, even for a king. I'm not giving up either way, we have no choice now.
Right.
You're right, but just because it's difficult doesn't mean I'm going to give up. Ha! And that's what makes you, you.
Got a moment?
Remember, the inheritance my parents left me was all the people of Halia. Our people are our greatest fortune. I will never forget that. My parents were good lords, and the people of Halia loved them for it. I truly hope with all my heart that this country becomes that and more.
Take this.
So I want you to have this. Crested Great Short Sword. This short sword has been passed down through House Haliatis for generations. It's said to protect its owner. The fact I've survived until now is proof enough.
Hey.
No matter what happens tomorrow, win. Don't die. You must fight for the sake of the many lives in this country.
It'll be alright.
I'll be right there with you. Hell yeah, man. Stroll and I shared a firm oath to each other, then finished our meals. Yeah, it's funny how Stroll has almost become like a... I don't know the right term for it, but there are several times when it felt like he was the one that was sort of stepping out and speaking for our group. Like he was very good with, I guess, his oratory skills, is the best way to put it. Hi, Brigida. It's been a while since we talked to you, actually.
Ah, I didn't think you'd come see me at a time like this. Welcome. You've come all this way. We can talk as long as you like.
So,
Those Ujiv children I took in seem to be regaining their spirits little by little.
yes.
The grief of losing their parents and hometown is not easily buried, of course, but I thought enlisting them as my helpers might provide a welcome distraction.
Helpers? Nothing unsafe, I hope. What are they helping with?
Ha! I've no intention of putting such small children on anything dangerous. That's what I have you here for, after all. I've been racking my brain trying to think of functions for an igniter that would have no use as a weapon. For lack of any ideas of my own, I asked the children. It was like I'd opened a floodgate, idea after idea. Jet shoes based on wind propulsion, super brooms that clean the floor with water and wind magic combined.
Sounds fun. And then?
Right.
Sounds like fun.
Yes.
Indeed, they dreamed up all kinds of things. Even better is that all their suggestions really could help improve people's lives, with a little adjustment for practicality. They also suggested a pen that could write sparkling text, and an instrument that could play itself. Of course, I asked what the point of these trifles could be. And the response, it'd be fun. In short, they're playthings. The thought took me entirely off guard. Their suggestions were worthless as weapons. They barely even sounded useful, but I could certainly see them putting smiles on children's faces.
Fair point.
Perhaps that's just what this country needs. Something good for nothing but a smile now and then.
You're going to sell toys? I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yes.
It might do some good, but I'm thinking of something a little broader than igniters alone. Sanctism dominates this country in many ways. They profit off every destructive igniter sold, while entertainment and tools of simple utility are restricted. I'm going to change that. I'll make this a country known for better products, tools for happiness instead of violence.
Listen.
As for this country you dream of, you've not even set foot on that path yet. To look at the distance you must tread, many would advise against it, but I will walk it beside you.
I know I can count on you. It's in your hands. I know I can count on you.
Just watch. Between my connections, my tech, and my business sense, it'll be a simple task. Maso Hendo, give me your hand. Reaching out to someone without any sort of self-interested calculation. I haven't done this since I was a child. I was too scared. Yet somehow you make it possible. My dreams, my aspirations, let this handshake be as entrusting them to you.
Oh! I shook her hand. A small trinket of some sort was placed in my palm and trusted to me. Brigida's brooch.
This here.
Personally cut and polished, I'll have you know, I looked for a magla crystal that gleams with the same clarity as your eyes. It's a meager little thing to hold, but I hope you can feel how heavy my wishes have made it. May fortune favor you.
Try not to die.
Don't die, Maso Hendo. You are hope, for the children, for me, and hope is not so easily replaced.
I spent some time with Brigida talking of our hopes for changes soon to come. Well, that was sweet. I'm still a little pissed about what they did to the dog in that story, but I'm just not gonna think about it.
It's finally here.
Everything will be decided tomorrow. I'd like to visit my brother before we fight. Would you teleport with me to Etria? Brother!
You've come.
Oh, if it isn't my dear sister, and with Maso Hendo in tow. Have you come all this way to see me?
Yes, I needed to talk with you at any cost.
We told Adeni about tomorrow's decisive battle against Luis. Tomorrow is finally the day, is it? Then allow me to take this opportunity to speak with you. Once you stop Luis and take the throne, what are your plans for what follows? Surely you don't imagine the book will close on a happily ever after. Your people will not be a monolith. Even your supporters who agree with you will have varied expectations, and those differences will drag you down. All as enemies lurk in the shadows. I'm prepared. I had to follow through.
Right.
You're right, and I'm prepared for that.
Oh,
You worry too much, brother. Maso Hendo has us with him. No matter how thorny the path he walks becomes, we are all determined to walk it beside him.
I see.
Good. If you are so resolved, I have nothing further to say. I pray that with every step you take, the path bears fruit.
Listen for word of our victory tomorrow, brother. We're going to survive, and will most certainly return to the island.
now that you mention
Oh wait, I had something I wanted to give you, Maso Hendo. I'll run into the house to retrieve it.
That Yufa, always in such a hurry. She'll never change. I've been looking after her for a long time, but I'm thinking it's time to entrust that role to someone else. Why did it get so quiet? Leave her to me. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
I'd like you to entrust me with that role.
Thanks.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Yufa trusts you too. Actually, it's quite clear she does more than that. If you've been planting false expectations in my sister's head, I hope you know I won't stay quiet about it. I sense hostility from Adeni, who's sporting a fake smile. Yeah, like I said, this seems to be the canon romance, I suppose. And that's perfectly fine. I think Yuffie was very sweet. It's gotta deal with the older brother, though. Oh, God.
It looks like you two are having a rousing conversation.
I swear we weren't talking about you, and me, and us together. Anything like that, right, Denny? Wow, you are really bad at lying, aren't you? Indeed. We were talking about swarms of vicious man-eating sharks that teem in the night sea. I was telling him that if someone were to be thrown in, they'd die instantly.
The adults told me that lie all the time when I was a child. Bad children who lie will be thrown into the sea at night, they say.
What is it?
You're looking a little pale, Maso.
Yuffie, save me!
You're looking a little pale, Maso Hendo. What's wrong?
Haha. Well, didn't you say you have something to give him?
See this for yourself.
Ah, yes, I do. Here, Maso Hendo, for your hands only.
A rippling shell.
This is the shell of a ripple snail. It's a good luck charm here on the island. You hold it to your ear, you can hear the sound of the ocean. Tradition says it contains a prayer for its owner to return home safely, just like how the waves return to shore. Wives give these to their husbands when they head out to sea. Did you hear that? I said wives give this to their husbands, just like I'm giving this to you. Do you get the hint?
Okay. That's quite the gift.
Did I say that husbands? Anyway, let's get going. We've got a big day ahead of us.
Okay, please let's leave right now. We said our goodbyes to Denny and returned to Grand Charade. Oh, that was amazing. Alright, got a few on the Gauntlet Runner. Hi, Esme.
Finally.
So, Dolden's tomorrow. I could use some time to collect my thoughts beforehand. Would you care to join me for a bit? Tonight's drink is quite exquisite indeed.
What happened to stealing your nerves? Don't be hungover tomorrow. I could use a drink. I thought we were supposed to be stealing ourselves for tomorrow.
A good drink in a quiet moment. These are the best preparations for the heart.
However,
It's been a long road, yes, but tomorrow we fight to decide the fate of this country. 'Tis a strange notion to contemplate. Previously, I used alcohol to blunt the edge of a sorrow's blade. No, rather it was a self-administered poison which I used to hasten my own departure from this world. But as it graced my lips on this night, I find that the flavor has changed completely.
Is it better now? Drinking too much? Does it taste better now?
yes.
Quite. As I think on the alcohol becoming a part of my flesh and blood, it permeates that much deeper. Previously, it mattered not when I died, but now that I've dedicated myself to living on for my son, I shall no longer await death, but will endeavor not to waste life. Tomorrow, clutching all that I have left of him, I hope to witness the dawn of a new future for this country. That is my new purpose, the reason I rise each day.
Cheers.
And so tonight I raise my glass, and make a toast to my star of hope.
You mean me? Are you drunk? Are you referring to me?
When I was resigned to live out my days in that cave, who came to me with renewed hope in tow? Who else could it be but you? And it's not just I whom you've inspired. In addition to my fellow villagers, a great many people now believe in a brighter future, with the only common thread among them being you. Whatever darkness lies before us, I believe the ideals you herald will shine above many.
Surely.
For those who suffer, for those who roam without purpose, and for those paralyzed by inaction, with that light upon their breasts, they shall step forward once more.
Now then.
Before we return inside, there is something I would like to give to you.
Ashen meteorite bracelet.
It is an amulet from my hometown, crafted from a rock that shimmers even in the total absence of light, perfect for finding one's way. Parents often give them to their children, hoping the amulet will protect their kin when they cannot. Befitting of our situation, is it not?
Well then.
Now then, let us head back in and prepare. An eventful day is ahead of us.
Heisme and I headed back inside the Gauntlet Runner. Heisme is also up there. I think for me it goes Basilio and then Heisme shortly after. Because they're both just such great characters. Juna!
Hey.
We're finally fighting Luis tomorrow. If you don't mind, there's somewhere I'd like to go before the fight. Will you come with me? Here we are.
Hold on a second.
Tomorrow's the battle we put our lives on the line for. I thought I'd let Rella and Fidelio know.
Why at the church? Is this place sentimental?
Why?
Why did you choose the church?
Here.
It was here that my sister lived and treated the sick. She sold the work as her atonement. She saved so many lives in the process. Fidelio and Basilio were two of those people. She brought them back from the brink of death. Feels like ages ago now. Rella and Fidelio kept their emotions very deep, but the love they had for my singing was real, wasn't it?
Sure it was real. They loved more than that.
No.
Their love wasn't limited to your voice.
I wonder if that's true. Sometimes I think singing is all I amount to, and while I'm proud it made me self-sufficient, it can be a lonely way to live. I guess sometimes I just want to be accepted for who I am as a person, and not just a pretty voice.
And?
Ugh, why am I spilling my guts like this?
Hey, don't blame me. I accept you. Sorry. I accept you as a person, Juna.
Huh?
No, hold on. You can't just say that kind of thing with a straight face. I go foul. Then again, you did make me a promise, remember? You promised we'd make a world where people could listen to me sing with peace in their hearts. And thinking about it, something struck me. Where would you be in the scenario? Listening from a faraway throne? Or would you be by my side? I've been meaning to ask you that, but I keep putting it off. Your answer will feel like our story's end, and I'm not ready for it to be over.
Yep.
So I'll ask you when this is truly all over, after the day of the hero and you become king. Then you can answer me.
We'll talk then. I look forward to it. This is getting kind of romantic. Hang on a minute. Like, she was always flirty. This is the first time it actually feels like there is a true connection and possible future? Interesting. I look forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks.
Now I feel like I can fight with everything I've got tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the performance of a lifetime. I expect you in the audience, Rella. Fidelio. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back.
Look at this.
Oh, one more thing. I want you to have this and hold it close, so you'll never forget me.
An Eureka flower bookmark.
This flower used to represent fear and humiliation to me, but once you become king, I hope it comes to mean liberty. One day, this country will balk at the very idea of innocent children turned slaves. It may not be easy. In fact, many will probably oppose it. But we still have to make it happen. We have to believe in our ideals and continue onward. Maso Hendo, you feel the same way, don't you?
Juna and I went back together discussing our hope for a brighter future. Yeah, where Basilio and Heisme are my two favorite characters, I think Juna's probably my favorite female character. She's got a lot of depth to her. I mean, everything she went through and the fear she feels. Her story was really interesting as well. Nuris.
Now then.
Well, tomorrow's the main event itself, eh? I thought it'd be nice to have a bit of a chat before then. How about we go somewhere with a nice view? Quick teleport should do the trick.
Oh man, we are working out this teleporter tonight.
Oh, what a grand meteor shower! Like the sky itself, wishing you luck with the dance of stars, eh?
How poetic of you. It's for your luck too. It's wishing you luck too, isn't it?
Quite.
Oh, bound to be. I'm the sky's own soulmate after all. Looking forward to storming the place tomorrow, though I wish it was showering us with dragon crystals. I have mentioned dragon crystals to you before, haven't I? They're the remains of a great magical entity floating high up in the heavens. You sometimes find them crashing down in the mountains. We take those and process them for use in gauntlet runners, you see, as a semi-biological component.
True.
My dream was to fly to the sky and pluck one straight from the firmament.
Was? Well, you can already fly. What do you mean, was?
Yep.
Well, now I have gone above the horizon. I've flown. If I don't stop here, one day the crystals in the heavens will be within reach. But it makes me wonder. I've spent a lifetime honing my skills and stuffing myself with knowledge. I can't let myself be satisfied with flying alone, can I? Until now, all of my research and projects have been for the sake of my dream. The idea of doing it for altruism or public good, poppycock, far too abstract for my tastes.
But this journey, seeing you all work for the people, for a better world, it's gotten under my skin, burns in me, like the same mad passion of my most ambitious projects. If an invention of mine helps someone out there or gives them joy, that's my part in changing this land, eh? It's just like what you and our merry band do, tromping all over and helping all sorts. A change that happens one city at a time, instead of by order of some lofty authority. This world is full of inconveniences and irrationalities, what? Well, my lad, that's what I intend to change, one invention at a time. That's so cool. What will you make?
Right.
You make your dreams sound so cool. Marvelous, isn't it? Though I have no idea what I'm going to invent, of course. But soon enough, you'll be crowned king and that'll be that. But you do know the road ahead is only going to be bumpier, don't you? I imagine a grand title like your majesty would crush the very backs of most who wore it. And yet, you're rather looking forward to it, aren't you? Ah, that reminds me. There's something I'd like you to have. Sweet.
Here.
The first dragon crystal I ever found. Just a shard, really. Not enough magic power to have any practical application. But when I picked it up, that's when my dream hit me. One day I'd go to the skies, and now here we are.
I'll do it.
I'll get you all to Luis tomorrow no matter what. We'll make the impossible possible. Have you been talking to Kaito? I know him too. He's a good guy.
Hey.
Do you hear me, lad? Don't you falter now. After gazing at the stars for a while, Nurse and I returned to the Gauntlet Runner. Hey, Barden. Time to talk to you now.
You've come.
Now, I hear you've got a rather difficult path ahead of you. But I'm happy you came to see me despite it all. We've come all this way, so what say we have ourselves a wee chat?
The truth is,
Ever since that attack from the human, the townspeople have slowly but surely come around to participating in the security activities. I consider that a great welcome change, but what's worrying you? You're tired. Don't fret.
What happened?
What's worrying you now? I'm worried. The security polices, the methods of self-government, all that needs buy-in from the people. We need everyone's voices to both speak and be heard. The hope is we can find a compromise among all the different opinions and then make a change. It's not easy leading such an affair, let me tell you. It does seem difficult. You can do it, Barden.
It'll be fine.
You can do it, Barden. I know you can.
thank you truly.
Thanks for the support. You're no stranger to what I'm talking about, are you?
I haven't a choice.
A king chosen by the people will be different from any other king we've ever had. Every citizen will expect something from you, and you'll feel a duty to live up to that expectation. This country is made up of allied states, with a major city as the capital of each state. Now they all exist under one nation. Each region has their own rich and complex history and cultures. The wishes of the people are also different.
You.
And you'll be king of all this. How do you think you're going to possibly hear all the people's opinions? I'll just ask them. Not sure yet. I have to admit, I'm not sure yet. It's too easy to just say, oh, just ask him, because there's a lot of people here.
You know what?
Here's what I think. A single king cannot possibly listen to each and every one of his subjects. However, if you take a look at the country by region and town, you'll find people such as myself. And I can govern this town according to whatever your kingly wishes may be. And I can collect my people's opinions and transmit them to you. So that way, the king and the people can have a direct connection to each other. We just need other leaders to follow suit. That's reassuring. It's a great idea. That's an excellent idea. I believe you'll be a righteous king, and many others behind you do too. That said, some only follow whoever they think will come out strongest. Mayhaps some follow you out of fear, just as with Luis. You've a duty toward them just as any other though, and no doubt you'll have days where you just want to run away.
On the other hand...
And on those days, remember this. There are those who are determined to walk with you, through thick and thin.
Don't you worry.
They believe in and support you. They will correct you when you err. And little by little, you'll look back and see more and more people behind you.
Have a look.
Now that reminds me, the townspeople wanted to give this to you. A desert glass lantern. They fuse glass and sandworm husk to make this. It's a specialty household item unique to Martira. Everyone here makes use of it. In fact, they hope to make production of this a major industry in Martira. Our artisans practice pretty hard these days. You just watch. My city is going to flourish under your rule. I spent some time reassuring Barden, who's overcome with emotion. Barden's a good guy too. I think he was a little simplistic with his story, to be fair. He was definitely playing into what the one guy was trying to get him to do. But I think in the end, he learned his lesson. Alright, Alonso. Still have no idea what happened at the end of your story.
Greetings.
Hey, things have gotten quite interesting. I know you're a busy fellow, but you and I are friends. Could we talk somewhere else for a minute?
Oh?
A candidate to the very end. I can hardly believe it. And I dare say you've made dying for your sake quite worth it. Thanks for doing that. You didn't think I'd make it? Any plans for resurrection?
So,
Any plans to come back from the dead, Alonso? That depends on you. I'm currently planning what to do next after you're king. I'm certain it'll be quite chaotic in this country for some time. Firstly, we'll have the loudmouth chaps haranguing people, scoundrels shoring up sordid books by milking our muddled masses before anyone is the wiser. And of course, those scoundrels will have great political and financial interests. You'll have vultures lying in wait around every corner. I know. Bring it on.
that's true.
All
but-
the better. Tell them to bring it on.
Interesting.
How very like you to say. In the end, what choice do you have? If you can't pawn it off on someone else, best to buckle down and take it on. But don't worry, I'll not leave you to your devices. Perhaps I'll enter the political arena, be your speaker of sorts. What? You'll have your political opponents in the years ahead, doing their best to drag you down, undermine your ideals, and line their pockets while they're at it. I figured I'd make use of the silver tongue of mine to uniformly dismantle their schemes and force their timely exeunt. What is that word? That's reassuring. Are you serious?
Well,
That's reassuring to hear.
Interesting.
I'll see all their ploys for what they are. A lie for a lie. Sick a bad guy on the bad guys, in other words. Kind of like Leverage. I hear that you've been watching a show called that recently, haven't you? Wait, how do you know about that, Alonso? You're in this game. Just, I have my ways, okay? Just don't ask questions. My nature has changed not one iota. I am a two-faced trickster who schemes upon and deceives others. But even I could truly glimpse the hope you aim to create in this country. So I'll use my lies to support you until the end. Surely these are the sorts of lies my mother would overlook, yes?
Moving on.
I'm glad to have met you. Before we part, I have but one word of advice for my future king. If ever an enemy appears insurmountable, tell yourself this. My opponent is strong, but that is all they are. It is fine to fear an enemy's strength, but let not that fear consume you. Steel yourself and remember, the enemy is strong, yet I will prevail.
It's fine.
Determination will be your power. Determination is all you need to break through. It is the weapon you'll wield to seize your tomorrow.
Well then.
And with that farewell, I leave you with both my parting extolments and my toll for departing penitence. What? What are these words you're using? There's a folded envelope tucked underneath the shoulder strap of my bag. What inside was a silver coin I'd never seen before, an identical design on either side. He's Two-Face. I felt Alonso's candor, a man of many faces now unmasked. Mysterious silver coin. Reflecting on the strange way we'd met, I left the club. Yeah, Alonso was another interesting character too. His story was a little odd in how it was set up, because they just sort of skipped over some of the major plot points, like what happened with his mother, how did he fake his death. There was a lot to it that I feel like could have gotten some more explanation, but I think in the end he was still a very interesting character. But I think this is the last one before we need to go talk to more. I don't know if he'll be able to be talked to or not, or if we're just gonna talk to him tonight in my dreams, but I'll give it a shot. Anyways, Katharina, time to say our goodbyes.
You know something?
Heard you're going to face off against that blighter Luis. Well, I for one think you've got him whipped. Oh, say, there was something I wanted to tell you. Got a minute?
Hey, so
Hey, remember how I said I had something to tell you? Well, educational program we founded is really doing aces.
Educational what now? You're doing great things. Congratulations.
listen.
I'm sure it couldn't have happened without you, Katharina.
Well, you ain't wrong about that, but you're still the one who gave me the opportunity, course. Just goes to show we can make a place for ourselves in the world without stealing and deceiving. You taught me that, you know. It was you who got my friends the opportunity to make a decent living. Some of them even moved to other towns and opened up shop.
what
At this rate, I'm gonna have to take up something new just to keep up.
You'll go somewhere new? You'll do something new?
What?
Do you mean you're moving? To where?
Right then.
There's a good question. I was thinking maybe somewhere overseas. I've been thinking on another thing I once told you. That we're allies fighting for this country. Our paths are different, but we got a common goal. Got a couple of thoughts running loose in my noggin, actually. If you become king, I think I'll journey abroad.
If you want my opinion.
I bet someone in charge could use some intel from faraway lands. I could get that for you. A king's gonna need all the help he can get.
That would be perfect. I'm up to the challenge.
Right.
That's perfect for you, Katharina. I'll be counting on you.
Then I'll find out what's good, what's bad, what's going on in the world and report back. We can solve the world's issues together.
Really now.
Word of warning though, don't let this country go to the dogs when I'm gone. If everyone's not prancing around all merry like when I get back, I'll knock you a good one.
Okay.
Won't much care to not see your ugly mug for long spurts, but better to make myself useful, I suppose. I'm gonna do what I do best. The only payment I want is you watching over me. I'll let you think good and hard on what I meant by that.
Sure. I don't understand. Well, sure.
Ugh, proper daft. I'm out of here. Except for this one thing. There was something everyone made for you, so here you go.
Wooden doll sculpture.
I present
Thank
to
you.
Read for your thoughts. They tried to make it look like you. Not bad by half, eh? Everyone brought their best talents to it, whether it was carving the wood, painting those pretty colours, all that. If we can mass produce those dolls, it'll make a good souvenir, yeah? We could make it a Ukrainian specialty item. Like they say, dream big. Tomorrow's battle is only the first piece of that dream. So you better pull out all the stops and win. This country's gonna be ours for the building.
Spent some time with Katharina, trying not to let her excitement get the best of her. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, it would be so hard to do a character ranking for this game. Because I had that thought, I'm like, I wonder where I'd rank everybody on a character tier list. And to be perfectly honest, they would all be either S or A. Yeah, none of these characters would I put below A rank. They're all so well done. I would say if I had to go S rank, I mean, Heismay's obviously in there. Hell, I would struggle to put most of these guys in A. Like, Barden's probably the only one just because he was kind of annoyingly slow to pick up on what was going on in the town and how he was the problem. That was the only problem with him. But other than that, he was really great character. It was nice to see him rise up after everything that had happened before with the former... Oh, I don't remember what her title was now. But Brigitte was really great character to see her overcome tragedy and find a way to get past it without turning to her dark side. Alonso dealt with tragedy as well, managed to overcome it and turn the tables. Katharina, maybe a little simplistic, but she still had a good heart at the end and really showed a willingness to work with people and try to get them to better lives in a way that sort of compromised what she originally thought too. She had to change her mind, which really impressive. Maria is just adorable. ATLUS just do a really good job of writing the most adorable kid characters that you want to protect no matter what. Nurse was also really interesting, going from finding all these relics to figuring out sort of what his mindset is and how, similar to Katharina, he had to change his thought process from focused on trying to create and trying to experiment and realizing the dangers that come with that. Basilia already talked about, hey, he's amazing. Yufa was very sweet, and I love the fact that her story was not just about her discovering the outside world, it was actually making connections with Sanctists. Juna had also a tragic backstory, but also a very sweet story, considering she had that one girl that was trying to ruin her career, and she still managed to help her in the end. Heismay was also awesome. His story with his son is heartbreaking. He's just an amazing character. We don't often get older characters in our party, so it's nice to have an older and wiser character as part of the group, somebody who used to have a son. Well, at least I've only ever played Persona games, so maybe that's not as uncommon in like the Shin Megami Tensei games, but definitely for me, I've never had a character like Heismay in my party before, and he was a wonderful character to have. Hulkenberg was just a really dutiful knight. Like, she was very focused on her duty. She did have a lot of really funny moments with how she wanted to eat everything. But I think what kept her from being just kind of a comedic sidekick is that scene whenever we realize that I'm actually the prince. That moment of realization for her, the heartbreak, realizing she's been with the prince this entire time and not even knowing it. It was just such a well done scene, and it broke my heart for her. Stroll is just awesome. Great sidekick to have. He's honestly probably my favorite. I love all the sidekicks in the Persona games. Junpei is probably the most frustrating out of them because for a majority of the game, he's just a jealous little asshole. But looking at like Yosuke and Ryuji, I love both of those guys. They're great friends. But they are kind of relegated to just being the comedic relief most of the time. Stroll never really felt like that. He felt like he was almost my spokesperson, almost the guy that would stand up and speak to a crowd in my stead. And he did it so well too. And to go from where he was, you know, a royal, a noble of this town that got destroyed, and then he had to sort of take on this lesser role of being a soldier and then joining my group with all of these people from all these other tribes, because Clamar seem to be the most, not pretentious, but the most discriminatory. They tend to feel like they are the best tribe out of all of them. Where he came from in his noble family to where he is now, it's such a downgrade of position, but he's really grown because of that, and you can see it throughout the game. Even in some of his moments with Luis, there are a couple times he was maybe a little bit hot-headed, but at the end of it, there's just a real passion to change the world because of all of this, so he was also a really good character. And Gallica, she was a great guide. You know, there's still some questions I do have about her and about fairies that I'm hoping will get explained here soon. But she was kind of the, I guess, the Morgana of the game. I think she played her role really well. She was there for the main character throughout a lot of it. The fact that she puts the music in my head is hilarious. But I think also just the fact that she was willing to take on this whole quest alone before she met me also shows her determination and her strength too. So she's been a really fun character, and I do hope there's just a little bit more, because I have just a few more questions about what the fairies are supposed to be. But then finally we talk to Moore, and he's still got a lot of mystery. It's a chance he might be my dad at a younger age. I don't know, but we'll go talk to him now and see what's going on. Maybe he has some answers for us. I told Moore about my final battle with Luis tomorrow. I see. So at last we have reached the final battle for the throne. Luis is a foe more fearsome than any you have faced. Do you truly believe you can defeat him? I know I'll win. It might be tough.
Leave it to me.
I'll win. I know I will.
Yes.
Good. Spoken like a king to be. In striving toward the apex of all archetypes, you've surely marked yourself as worthy of rule. If you were to take the throne, you would thusly end my imprisonment under the last king's decree.
I have faith in you.
I trust that you'll win. You must, if I'm ever to know freedom again, however selfish a reason that is. Anyone could free you. I'll expect some compensation, if you know what I mean. Some little ka-ching ka-ching.
That's...
But any other possible king could free you just as easily, right?
But even so...
Even if they could, any other king might only condemn me as the past king did. I and those who believe in such ideals could be easily imprisoned once more.
How delightful.
To finally be allowed back into the world I've dreamed of. Ah, but under your reign, it will seem a new world altogether. Perhaps you saw phantoms in my image throughout your travels, but that's all they were. Through all this, I remained locked in this prison. I wish I could travel the lands again, as I did in my youth. What extraordinary sights I would see.
Indeed.
First, to the royal capital, Grand Trad. I would be content to watch the people go about their daily lives. Then off to Brylehaven by way of Martira. Getting ahead of yourself? That's a familiar path. That sounds like a familiar path. And so it should. After all, the tales of your journey have inspired me so much. I wish I could travel at your side. If the chance existed, no matter how slim, I'd take it. Though I suppose that's a dangerously insolent proposal for a king to be.
Please.
Still, once you are king, if you ever decide to tour the country or return to the road, please, allow me to join you. Sounds good to me, if you insist. Sounds good to me.
I thank you.
Thank you. To walk a country born anew, together with its new king, it is like a dream. My heart bursts with anticipation. Ah, that reminds me. I'm sure it's far too early to prepare for our trip together, but let me give you this. A white raven quill.
What say you?
For all you have learned, for graduating from your studies in academia, I award you this diploma. Let its white wings mark your flight from this bookish nest.
I can hardly wait.
Now, once you leave this place, we shall remain apart for a short while, but I look forward to seeing you again soon. Hey, we can finally make the Tycoon mask. Sweet. Alright, so something I do want to do real quick, just because it feels weird to not have Heizme and Yufa up to level 20. I'm just going to go ahead and do that real fast. Alright, well, just kidding. Yeah, they're both still pretty far away, and I only have 5 500s and 15 100s left. Whoops. Oh well. I wanted to try because, I mean, I'd like for both of them to have their final abilities, especially Heizme. He gets Noble Thief's Soul, which would mean I could take off that one equipment that he has. But I think I'm going to call it here, mainly because I think the final part of this game is about to happen, and I'm sure it's going to take a little while. But I'm definitely excited to see where this is going to go. I'm assuming we are going to fight Luis, maybe defeat him and then learn something else about the world, that we're going to have to fight something else. I don't know. I've just been so conditioned, I guess, to think that way with Persona games. But typically, the main threat that you face throughout most of the game is not actually the final threat of the game. But I'm hoping we get some answers. I'm hoping we learn some more about the fairies, about even just more. We don't really know much about him at this point, so I feel like next episode's going to be chock full of twists, turns, surprises, and probably some sad farewells, because I have really enjoyed getting to know these characters, and I'm going to be sad to say goodbye to them. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Apologies that it was kind of all over the place one as far as fighting a boss and then grinding and then doing this final roundup of talking to characters. But if you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out, lets me know that you guys are enjoying the series as a whole, as well as leave a comment down below if you have any tips or tricks, or if you just want to tell me how bad I am at this game, that's fine too. Also check out the Let's Play channel, Maso Hendo Plays, as I continue to get videos moved over to that one. But until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you all later. Peace out.